It has begun. Not really news, not surprising. The drama is in what's going to happen next. Ian Rappaport of NFL Network reports today that the Eagles are expected to pick up Nick Foles' $20 million option for next season. Again, nothing that we don't know and nothing that I haven't told you in the last week. The other bit of news here is Adam Schefter of ESPN reporting that the Eagles will franchise tag and trade Nick Foles if Foles indeed does pay the $2 million in order to get out of the $20 million option and become a free agent. So the details are this. Eagles will pick up his option. Nick Foles has 5 days to decide whether or not he wants to pay the $2 million back to become a free agent. And if he does, then the Eagles can place a franchise tag on Nick Foles if they want. But the other thing about that is all the salary that they have to shed. I'm not going to get into all that because you guys have been watching me all week in terms of that. But before I leave here, I will play the video from Ian Rappaport again. Nothing new here. And the funny thing about this tweet that Ian Rappaport posted out was all the comments and all the people thinking that because the Eagles picked up Nick Foles' option, then that means that Carson Wentz is going to be the one traded. No, people. No. Nick Foles' option got picked up so the Eagles can try and trade it if they can. That's why. All right, so here's Ian Rappaport on Super Bowl Live.
Many questions on Sunday. Who is the Super Bowl MVP? What happens to that person? Let's visit with the Super Bowl MVP from last season. Still a lot of intrigue surrounding Nick Foles and what actually happens to him with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here is what I'm told. The Eagles are, in fact, expected to exercise the $20 million contract option for Nick Foles, keeping him on the team
new here, nothing
for the 2019
crazy.
season for now. At that point, what happens is certainly some of the more intriguing storylines of this offseason. My understanding is at that point, Foles would likely give the Eagles $2 million to then buy his freedom. He would be a free agent. That
basically paying the incentives that he made back.
Franchise tagging him
doing that.
And then trading him. If they tagged him, he, of course, would sign it right away and then potentially work with the Eagles on a solution to settle on a team that they would all agree with. There is also the possibility, maybe somewhat remote, that the Eagles take his $2 million, just allow him to be a free agent, and then capitalize in his compensatory pick. Either way, it's a little bit of a game of chicken right now. We do not know how the Eagles are going to proceed after Foles gives them $2 million back for his freedom. But, of course, we will be watching very closely this offseason.
Ian, could they just pick up the $20 million option and then trade him after that? Because Nick Foles at $20 million with the way that he's played lately makes him a bargain.
But either way, Foles would likely get a new contract from whichever team he gets traded to. Make no mistake, the Eagles are still expected to try to trade him. But my understanding is Foles would likely give them the $2 million just to try to get some sort of freedom, to try to be a free agent and force the Eagles to then franchise tag him. Again, there are a lot of different options here, but the biggest step along the way is, are they going to exercise the $20 million contract option? I am told they are, in fact, expected to.
All right, so there you go. Again, nothing new, nothing crazy to report because this is all information that we pretty much already know. So the drama, I mean, we'll find out what happens in the next month. As I also said, Adam Schefter reporting that the Eagles are also expected to franchise tag and trade Nick Foles if they can. So the pieces are in motion. We still got some time before we really find out what's really going to happen. So there's that. All right. Looking at overthecap.com today, I saw that the Eagles are $18 million over. So I'm still trying to figure all this out. So I guess they didn't count the rollover money in this. I wonder if the rollover money is going to count to the cap next year then and doesn't apply now. And then the Rodney McLeod thing, the reworking of that, I'm still trying to figure out if that doesn't take into effect until the new league year as opposed to right now. because obviously if you want to franchise tag and trade Nick Foles, you got to shed the salary to get under the cap so you can franchise tag. So there you go. There's the video for today. Nothing crazy here. I mean, again, we already knew the information here. The Eagles were going to pay the $20 million option. They were going to try and explore trading him. So there's that. News for today. Adrian Fedkiw out.